Welcome to Martial Mastery Media. Before watching, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode, and like this video to support our content. Share this video with friends, family, and fellow martial artists who are passionate about the history, philosophy, and spiritual roots of combat. Explore our catalog of videos on martial arts legends, lost techniques, and historical fighting systems. Be sure to check out our sister channels, Galactic Secrets, Mysteries of the Universe, Alien History and Space Exploration, and Myths Through Time, Ancient Myths, Legends, and Forgotten Stories. Links are in the description below. Thank you for being part of our community and helping us preserve the legacy of warriors and spiritual combat traditions. 1. Introduction. Martial arts and the mystical path. When people hear the word martial arts, they often imagine tournaments, cinematic battles, or physical conditioning meant for combat and defense. But beneath the surface lies something far deeper, a rich, spiritual, and mystical tradition that stretches across centuries. In ancient times, martial training was never just about learning to fight. It was about transformation of the self, harmonizing the body with the universe, and cultivating an inner strength that transcended brute force. In many cultures, warriors were also healers, philosophers, and mystics. Their training involved meditative practice, breath control, and philosophical study, as much as it involved punches, throws, or weapons. Combat was seen as a metaphor for life itself. Every struggle, every moment of stillness, every confrontation a chance to learn about balance, impermanence, and harmony. Systems like Tai Chi and Bagua zhang exemplify this union of body and spirit. Rooted in Taoist philosophy and internal energy practices, these arts remind us that martial mastery means more than defeating an opponent. It means conquering one's fears, mastering one's energy, and aligning with the greater rhythm of nature and the cosmos. 2. Tai Chi harmony and motion. Tai Chi, or Tai Chi Quan, is among the most famous of the internal martial arts. At first glance, its slow, graceful movements appear peaceful and meditative. But within every motion lies martial application, throws, joint locks, strikes, and counters hidden in plain sight. The philosophy behind Tai Chi is the principle of yin and yang, the dual yet complementary forces of the universe. In practice, this means yielding instead of resisting, redirecting an opponent's energy instead of meeting it head-on, and turning apparent weakness into hidden strength. Exercises like push hands, tui shou, train practitioners to sense subtle shifts in energy, anticipate attacks before they occur, and maintain balance even under pressure. Beyond combat, Tai Chi was developed as a path of health, longevity, and spiritual clarity. Practitioners cultivate Qi, life force energy, through flowing postures, deep breathing, and mindful awareness. The practice was believed to strengthen internal organs, improve circulation, and harmonize body and spirit. For Taoist monks and martial artists, Tai Chi was a living meditation, one that could both protect the body in combat and refine the spirit toward enlightenment. 3. Bagua zhang, walking the circle of change. If Tai Chi represents stillness in motion, Bagua zhang, 8 trigrams palm, represents the art of eternal change. Inspired by the I Ching, Book of Changes, Bagua embodies the principle that the universe is never static. Everything is in constant flux. The signature training of Bagua is circle walking, where practitioners move endlessly in circular paths, changing direction, posture, and technique with fluidity. On the surface, it looks like a meditative walk. But in combat, it becomes a strategy of endless evasion, deception, and redirection. By moving unpredictably, Bagua practitioners could flank enemies, escape encirclement, and strike from unexpected angles. Spiritually, circle walking was seen as a microcosm of existence itself. Life, death, rebirth, and transformation, all represented in the constant turning of the circle. Masters like Dong Haichuan, Bagua's legendary founder, became known for their ability to combine Taoist philosophy with deadly martial efficiency. Many Bagua adepts served as bodyguards for emperors and officials, demonstrating that mysticism and combat effectiveness were not separate, but deeply intertwined. 4. Internal alchemy, the Taoist science of transformation. At the heart of many mystical martial traditions is Naidan, or internal alchemy. Unlike external alchemy, which sought to transform base metals into gold, internal alchemy sought to transform the human being into an enlightened, immortal self. This path was built on refining the three treasures: zhang, essence, the body's physical vitality; qi, energy, the vital life force that animates existence; shen, spirit, consciousness, awareness, and connection to the divine. Through practices like meditation, controlled breathing, visualization, and energy circulation, practitioners sought to refine zhang into qi, qi into shen, and eventually merge shen with the Tao. For martial artists, this wasn't abstract. It gave practical results: explosive power, fa jin, greater resilience, heightened perception, and seemingly supernatural abilities. For spiritual seekers, it was a path to immortality and transcendence. 5. Qi, energy flow, and mystical power. No discussion of martial mysticism is complete without exploring qi, the mysterious life force central to Chinese thought. Qi flows through the body via energy channels called meridians, and martial practice was seen as a way to unblock, refine, and direct this energy. Training methods included qigong, standing meditation, zhang, and specialized martial drills. Through these, practitioners reported improved health, emotional balance, and even psychic sensitivity. In combat, mastery of qi was said to provide powers like fa jin, sudden, explosive strikes with minimal visible effort; tingjin, the ability to sense an opponent's intent before they act; iron body resilience, absorbing strikes with little harm. Legends abound of masters who could project energy without touch, heal with their hands, or endure impossible punishment. While modern science debates these claims, they remain part of martial lore, emphasizing that martial arts were always about unlocking human potential far beyond the ordinary. Yokes. Mysticism across martial cultures. While Tai Chi and Bagua are the best known, many martial traditions carried mystical elements. Shaolin monks combined Chan Buddhism with martial training, believing meditation and combat were both paths to enlightenment. Japanese samurai practiced Zen meditation alongside swordsmanship, cultivating a still mind that could act decisively in battle. Even outside Asia, warrior traditions had spiritual dimensions. Celtic, Viking, and native warrior societies often trained through ritual, trance, and communion with higher powers. Mysticism was not an accessory to martial training. It was integral. The warrior was a seeker of truth, balance, and transcendence, with combat serving as a crucible for spiritual growth. 7. The modern legacy of martial mysticism. Today, millions practice Tai Chi and Bagua for health, mindfulness, and personal growth. Yet behind the wellness movements and gentle exercise routines lies a deep spiritual legacy. Modern schools continue to teach meditation, qigong, and Taoist philosophy alongside martial application, keeping the mystical roots alive. In a world filled with stress and conflict, these arts remind us that true strength lies not in domination, but in harmony, balance, and connection. Mystical martial arts invite us to see combat not as destruction, but as transformation, turning conflict into a path of wisdom. Call for action! If you enjoyed this exploration of martial arts and mysticism, subscribe to Martial Mastery Media and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Like this video and share it with your friends, family, and fellow martial artists who appreciate the history and philosophy behind combat. Explore our other videos on martial arts techniques, forgotten warrior traditions, and the legends that shaped the martial world. And don't forget to visit our sister channels, Galactic Secrets, where we uncover the mysteries of the universe, and Myths Through Time, dedicated to the myths and legends that shaped human history. Thank you for being part of the Martial Mastery Media community. Together, we keep alive the legacy of the warrior's path, honoring skill, wisdom, and the eternal pursuit of mastery.